the land of Africa that is rich with gold reserves. But this very gold has become the cause of death for the people living here. Natural resources, political power, the greed for authority and foreign interests have turned Sudan today into a heap of poverty and dust. The lust for power of the country's own two generals has drenched this nation in blood. In this war ongoing since 2023, 200,000 innocent people have been killed so far, and 20 million have been displaced. Beneath Sudan's soil lie millions of tons of gold and natural treasures worth billions of dollars. But above the ground, only poverty, hunger, and devastated human lives can be seen. In the past 3 days, this region has witnessed one of the most tragic massacres in history. Cities and markets look like scenes from a nightmare. Children are being killed in front of their mothers, and mothers are being hanged in front of their children. Women's honor is being violated. RSF is that rebel group of Sudan which illegally extracts gold from the country and sends it to the United Arab Emirates or UAE. The Rapid Support Forces enjoy open support from the UAE. In exchange for gold, the UAE provides RSF with money and weapons so they can keep the unrest alive in Sudan. This civil war and rebellion in Sudan has been ongoing for many decades. In 1989, through a coup, Omar Hassan Ahmad Al-Bashir became the president of Sudan and made himself the army chief as well. He ruled continuously for 30 years. During these 30 years, the public lived in extreme poverty. Omar Hassan was a corrupt president who did nothing except loot the country's wealth. In 2013, due to public pressure and military influence, he formed his own personal army, which he named the Rapid Support Forces or RSF. In 2021, movements began against Omar al-Bashir and eventually he was removed from the presidency. After this, a transitional government was formed in Sudan. Half of the government went to RSF and the other half to the army, whose leader was General Abdel Fattah. But soon RSF's share of the government was also taken back. After that, a power struggle began between Army Chief Abdel Fattah and RSF leader Muhammad Hamdan Dagalo. This war is being fought solely for mineral resources and the greed for power. After 2021, RSF seized control of nearly 70% of Sudan's gold mines. They extract gold from these mines and sell it to the UAE, and in return receive money and weapons, the same weapons used to commit atrocities against the Sudanese population. According to a report, 24.5 million people are suffering from severe food shortage. The country has oil, gas, gold, everything. But the generals and rulers have captured these resources and run joint ventures with the UAE, while the public is dying of hunger. Since 2003, RSF has burnt hundreds of villages and towns. Now civilians are being killed, looting is rampant, children are being hung in front of their parents, women's honor is unsafe. Oppression has reached its peak.
The country now stands at the brink of division. RSF has announced that it has taken full control of the western city of Al-Fashir. Al-Fashir was the army's last strong fortress. The scale of destruction has surpassed even Israeli aggression. Videos of the merciless killing of children are emerging from Al-Fashir. RSF leader Muhammad Hamdan was once a camel herder, then became a tribal leader, then began rebellions, and eventually seized control of Sudan's gold mines, bringing his annual income to $20 billion. This civil war has spread across 1/4 of Sudan. This entire region contains large reserves of oil, gas, gold, uranium, copper, silver, and water. Geographically, it borders Libya, Chad, Central Africa, South Sudan, and Egypt. If RSF gains full control here, Sudan will split into two parts, and a new occupied state will appear on Egypt's southern border. Al-Fashir was earlier under Sudanese army control, while RSF had imposed a 600-day siege from outside. People were forced to eat carrion out of starvation. Recently, after intense fighting, RSF captured the city and then began a massacre. Millions are starving, hospitals are destroyed, drinking water has become more expensive than gold. Cities like Khartoum present the scene of a human catastrophe. According to United Nations, more than 12,000 people have been killed and over 11.4 million displaced so far. Sudan, once called the future of Africa, has today become a picture of hunger, disease, war, and devastation. Its agricultural lands, canals, education, health system, and transport all have been destroyed. The literacy rate in the country has dropped to only 35%. 45% of the population can read and write. The famous river Nile flows through this country and passes alongside the capital Khartoum. 70% of Sudan consists of plains, mountains, and fertile agricultural lands. But today, that same country is burning in hunger, thirst, and war under a 50-degree scorching temperature.